Within the past 10 years, the United States has gained many laws to provide much-deserved rights to members of the LGBT community. In May 2004, Massachusetts became the first state to legalize same-sex marriage. As of August 2013, 12 more states have joined Massachusetts in the journey for equality.
I think same-sex couples should be able to get married.
I am going to get married in the next year. I guarantee it. I'm going to get engaged, and I'm going to enjoy my civil liberty as a woman to get married to a woman because I can and because I'm in love, and I should be able to do that.
In September 2011, President Obama put an end to the Don't Ask, Don't Tell policy as a part of his long-promised civil rights agenda. This allowed LGBT men and women serving in the military to be open about their sexuality without fear of oppression.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
Will you love me, period?
Yeah.
Like you'll always love me, as long as I'm a... Dad, I'm gay.
The Defense of Marriage Act was a law put in place by the federal government that allowed states to refuse to recognize same-sex marriages that were granted in other states. In June 2013, it was forever declared unconstitutional by the U.S. Supreme Court.
Historic breaking news coming out of Washington today. Crowds are singing and shouting in excitement outside the U.S. Supreme Court.
That's where the last few hours, the justices handing down two historic decisions on same-sex marriage.
I don't even have words. I'm just so happy and just overrun with emotion. I couldn't be more proud of my country and of the Supreme Court today, and I'm so happy to be here and be part of it.
Human rights activists are overjoyed with the progress made recently in the United States. But there is still not full equality for all in America.
The family court in every state is charged with the legal standard of protecting what's in the best interests of this child. And if the social science research shows that children are best provided for with a father and a mother married to each other, it would seem that that should be the default rule for adoption.
They basically just came right out and said, we need to let you know that we will not even consider you all as parents.
According to the American Civil Liberties Union, only about 20,000 of the 100,000 children in need of homes are adopted each year in the United States.
So what we have is 9-year-olds in their 6th placement in life with no shot. Is that better?
The most popular argument against same-sex couples adopting is religion.
So companionship is just not one of the purposes that homosexuals can fulfill in marriage. They don't know anything about sustaining a lasting relationship. They can't do it. There's so much pathology associated with homosexual behavior that they're not able to pull that off. Environment. It's a form of sexual abuse all its own. To adopt kids into a same-sex environment is a form of child abuse.
Okay, who's going to have a good day?
People often say that children raised by same-sex couples will be brought up in an immoral environment. There are countless definitions of immoral. The definition varies from person to person. Some people may believe that raising a child in the absence of religion is immoral, yet atheists are allowed to adopt and be foster parents. Others may not agree with single parents raising a child, yet they still have more chances of adopting than a same-sex couple. Countless same-sex couples desperately want to provide loving homes to these children, but are turned away each and every day.
I always get strange looks.
We've been asked, where's their mom?
Oh, constantly. Their poor mother. I am their mother. I'm their father. I mean, you know.
Not only do same-sex couples suffer from the lack of rights in the United States, but so do those who identify as transgender. Most find difficulty in finding decent jobs with benefits and health insurance coverage.
Needless to say, with the unemployment rate above 8% for 43 straight months, it is a struggle to find work if you don't have a job. But for transgenders, those who identify and express themselves as the opposite gender they were born with, the job market is really dire.
I went to my boss after a period where I said, this is what I'm going to do. Very quickly, I was out of a job. Basically, I was just dismissed. And I said, this has to be illegal, right? Well, surprise, it wasn't illegal.
For 55% of Americans, and in most states, discrimination against workers because of their gender identity is still not outlawed.
Experts say roughly 50% of transgenders face discrimination when seeking employment.
I understand you're looking for a new job.
Yeah, I got a call back at this really high-end fashion place. Though I'm kind of worried because when I answered the phone, they expect a girl to show up to the interview, and I'm not quite sure if I'm gonna fit their image.
90% of the transgender people surveyed have experienced harassment on the job.
All I can ask of you is to put this national issue of human rights on a personal level. The person whose rights are denied each and every day is a human being. The couple who has tried but failed for 3 years to adopt a child is someone's neighbor. The man who lost his job yesterday due to his gender identification is someone's best friend. The girl who can't one day marry her soulmate is someone's daughter. All of these people battle a different life and are brought down to lower standards and face difficulties no human should ever face. They all have their own unique stories, but they have one thing in common: the ever-longing desire to be treated equally. I only put it this way because I am someone's daughter, I am someone's sister, and I am someone's best friend. I am a human too, and I deserve to be treated like one.